There's two quick wins in Zite that are newer features in the last couple of months. One sets your brand across the whole app in just a couple of clicks. The other keeps your builds focused and cuts credit usage. Both are very easy to use. Let's start with the brand, then the new chat feature a lot of people miss. First, the brand kit. You set your logo, colors, and font once, then apply it to any app in just a few clicks. And the second is multi-chat. I'll show you how to separate chat threads so you can keep Zite focused and reduce your credit usage while you build. Once the brand kit is in place, it allows you to very easily change the way that an app looks. So right now we have a fairly basic looking app with the colors being default to whatever Zite decided when we built it. Mind you, there is some pre-built options. If you go into design mode here and you select themes, there's options there. And actually, this is where you can add your brands as well. If we scroll through them, there's some pre-built options. But if I just choose my brand, you can see that I haven't even selected it yet. And it's showing me a preview of what it would actually look like. So how do we create this and how do we set it up? It's actually quite easy. Depending on your business, if you have a website that already includes your brand colors, or if you have your brand kit hosted somewhere publicly, you can provide it to Zite and it will pull it in automatically. Otherwise, you can build it from scratch, and both options are very easy. If we go back to the dashboard in Zite, we'll select this drop down here and there's a settings option. Once I select settings, we can see there's a bunch of different settings and menus down the left side here. And if we go down to brand kit and select it, we can see the brand kits that I have in my system. Click create brand kit. It opens up a new menu. So from here, we can import from my website. If I just add in interdevsolutions.com, I can click import my brand and it will start bringing in all of the colors associated. Otherwise, we can create manually and create a custom brand. I'm just going to select import my brand so you can see what it looks like. You can see it's going to fetch the website, which it's found it here. It's going to analyze the brand. So it's just going to pull in all the colors that exist on my website. Again, if your website's built without a brand in mind or it's random how you've selected it, this isn't going to be the best way. You can just go in and create one manually, but this does allow you a really easy option if you do already have a brand set up. So now it's pulled in the name. This is just going to be the name of the brand kit, so it's easy to identify. You can choose a mode, light or dark. You can add in your logo and your icon, favicon basically is what this is. And you can change these as well. So if it identified or pulled in the wrong logo or icon, you can go ahead and change those manually. We'll jump to the next screen, and this is colors. Again, this identified the colors for me. It looks like it did identify an incorrect main color. I use more of a teal. What you can do is just either select this icon, select whatever you want manually based off of your normal color pickers, or you can enter in the hex code that you want to use. And again, same thing for all your secondary and accent colors as well. We'll move next. And this gives us our main font. We have a large list to choose from. Your corners, this is where your buttons look. You can have your square buttons, slightly rounded, and all the way to basically no corners and just fully rounded edges. And again, you can choose your shadows. So you have lots of flexibility there on your fonts and style. And then guidelines, this was automatically generated to when I entered in my website. And you can come in here and change any of the text as well. And this just works as a context file for the brand guidelines. And click create brand kit, and then you can apply it to any application within your workspace. So as I showed you, if you come down here to this design mode and you can select a theme, select my theme, and then you also have the flexibility once you apply it to come in here and change the colors within a specific application as well. If we want buttons to be more rounded, you can scale that up, change the font, really whatever you want. You have some flexibility in here as well. Then all you would do is click save all, and it would apply those visuals to the application. And as I mentioned, you can create one manually as well. If I click create manually, you'll just have to go through all of the steps that we just walked through on your own. Choose light or dark, label it, add in your logo, your colors, the style, font and styles of your buttons, and then you can just type in your brand guideline. Moving on to multi-chat. Multi-chat lets you create separate chat threads within a single project. Each thread has its own context window, so the old message from yesterday or from a previous feature that you developed do not impact the feature or the chat that you're working with today. So that keeps Zite focused on the task that you're working on or the feature that you're building right now. You get faster responses and it reduces your credit usage because the smaller context means fewer input tokens every time you send out a message. Now, if you do have a long ongoing thread, Zite does auto compact a long chat message. Once it hits around 90% capacity, it will compact it and then the chat resets. But that still brings in context that may not be relevant to the new features that you're trying to build. Creating a new chat is very simple. You just come up here to this drop down. You can see past chats as well that you can open back up and can continue working on, or you can just click this new chat option when you have a new feature that you want to work on. When you click new chat, it gives you a new prompt window, and then you can just change whether you're building, whether you want to plan a build, or whether you want to just chat with your app. Basically, you want to start a new chat when you're switching to a different feature, or when you've finished troubleshooting a session, or when the thread just gets long and unfocused. Those are all good times to create a new chat. And on the flip side, you want to stay within the same chat when you're refining a change you've just made, or fixing an issue from the same build, or asking follow-ups on the same task. If you want to go further with Zite, I have other videos on my channel already, and I have plans to build many more. So go check out my channel, subscribe if you want more like this.